Hi everyone. Happy New Year. Happy new decade. I wanted to take a minute to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me. My name is Cassandra Evans, and I'm going to be your professor through this semester of business ethics. My work is in philosophy. I'm part of the philosophy department. That's where ethics comes from. I also do career counseling, academic advising in higher ed. I also work in disability studies. My research focuses mainly on disability and work, disability in business, disability in education. And I'll talk a little bit more about that as the semester goes on. I live on the south shore of Long Island. This is my Labrador Hops. He is a bundle of energy. I have to take him outside a lot to try to wear him out. So this is us on the South Shore. He swims no matter what month it is, whether it's snowing, raining, windy, sunny, and he needs it. Let me tell you, I try to get him out as much as possible. This is how I also maintain my own mental health. Other things I do is I spend time with my daughter. This is her here with Hops. I do a lot of yoga. This is not me. This is something I aspire to, but something I just wanted to have you think about is what creates joy for you in your life and what you want to keep doing. Though a new semester is starting, you're going to be busy studying. What is it that gives you joy that you can hold on to and keep doing to balance all the hard work that you're going to have this semester? And whether it's just in education in the semester or at work, think about maintaining that balance. My background, I'll share with you a little bit about where I'm from. I'm from San Diego. I went to San Diego State University. I have 3 degrees from San Diego State. One is in journalism, one is in philosophy, a master's in philosophy, and a master's in counseling. So a lot of my work is interdisciplinary, meaning I combine a lot of different subjects. So those are my undergrad and master's, and then I came to New York about 10 years ago. I did my PhD here at Stony Brook, and now I'm at Molloy College teaching part-time. I also work in the city at CUNY. So I work at John Jay, and I work at School of Professional Studies. In my professional background, I've spent the last 14 or 15 years teaching a lot of philosophy, a lot of ethics, business ethics, environmental ethics, medical ethics. I've done a lot of writing around environmental ethics, feminist ethics, and now business ethics. I do academic advisement, career counseling, vocational rehabilitation, which means counseling for people who've had injuries, serious injuries, or maybe have become permanently disabled through the military or other work. I do grant writing, and a lot of my research now is related to mental health, and I more recently was looking at people who were involuntarily committed here on Long Island to one of the big 4. They used to be called insane asylums, but now they're psychiatric hospitals. Those of you who don't know, on Long Island, 4 of the largest insane asylums were all within a 30-mile radius, very close together. And so I'm considering, from an ethical standpoint, from a disability studies standpoint, and also in terms of business, what that means when we involuntarily commit people. I also do a lot of coaching for writing. So here are pictures of the former, what I'm called the big 4, for recent, well, most of them are closed except Pilgrim, but as late as the 70s and 80s, many of these institutions were still open. And so you might think, well, what does this have to do with business? Business on Long Island, many of the communities on Long Island were created as a result of these institutions. And though they were state-run, a lot of businesses cropped up as a result of these state institutions. And I also like to think about occupations and how people spend their time, what the world of work has to do with disabled people, and what sorts of occupations were created as a result of involuntary commitment. So when we think of business, you don't have to just be an accounting major or a management major. A lot of the business that some of you might be going into, maybe nursing or education, other healthcare areas. So this class can make you think about business organizations, not just from a stockbroker's perspective, but business as it relates to any organization. I think a lot about trauma. Disability is often worsened by trauma. Disability can be created by traumatic effects, whether they're physical or mental or psychological. And then once someone is disabled and permanently disabled, I think a lot about how we create access for them in the workplace, in businesses, and in education. As we go forward, this first week, you are going to have an assignment that's due earlier. Most weeks you'll have a schedule that runs Sunday to Saturday, with larger posts due on Wednesday if it's your turn to post, and shorter posts due on Saturday. This week, however, you'll post early. It's just an introductory post, and I'm asking you to do a very brief video, much shorter than this, and post that by, I think I said by Friday. So do that early this week. And then there are 2 other weeks where you'll post early. That's when we have our midterm and our final. So I'm going to have you, for now, read the syllabus, post your introductory video, and then take a little syllabus quiz. Tell me something you learned about the syllabus, okay? But in this class and other classes, make sure you read your syllabus, ask questions, ask more questions if you don't understand, and seek me out for help. I can do Skype, I can text, I can certainly talk on the phone. If this is your first online class and your first time using Canvas, it's often easier to just call and talk through things. I can walk you through things. Take some time to get used to the Canvas site if you've never used it before. We will have fun. I will try to make this fun as possible. I will try to make it as straightforward as possible, but you will have to do reading. So make sure you do your reading. Make sure that you post on time. The system will kick you out if you're not on time. So that has nothing to do with me. These are automatic deadlines, and if you're not posting on time or you're waiting till the last minute, you will not get credit. But if you make sure that you post ahead of time, everything will be easy. So welcome to Business Ethics, welcome to Molloy, and welcome to my class. Thanks for being here.